Okay, so I was asked to do a video because I always do my food for thoughts. I was asked to do a video about how to handle breakups and the aftermath of that. As everybody knows, my marriage ended February, officially. Okay, but it ended like about, I don't know, October, November-ish, due to outside sources. So, it needed outside source to confirm that the marriage was over, and I ended the marriage. Now, what are some of the things you can do? Now, first off, there is no secret. There is no fast getting over it. There just isn't. The most important thing is time. But within that time, the first thing is disconnect. Okay? Because having that constant reminder of that person or those memories or those bad feelings are not contributing, and they need to be removed. So first thing is to disconnect, because what happens is when you are constantly interacting with that person, it just keeps boiling up in the inside. And I know me, I'm a very angry person, so I get very resentful, I get very bitter. So it boils in me. And every chance I get, I know me, I will throw a dart. And that is just, I will make clear that I am not happy. Kind of like my face, if I see something that I don't like, I make it pretty clear. I can't change this. I'm stuck with it. Another thing is, don't rush into another relationship quickly. That is like the biggest mistake you could do. Because when you do rush into another relationship quickly, you're bringing all that luggage, and that's not fair to the next person you're with. So you should, I'm not saying don't date or go out or, have fun and things like that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like a full-blown, deep, moving in together type of thing, relationship. Don't do it. Because that's just asking for trouble. Hold on. Okay. Another thing. Don't beat yourself up. Now, it's important to be accountable, because everybody plays a part in the relationship. Whether it's you contribute to the negative, or whether you allowed the negative, or whatever your contribution, whatever it is, everybody puts something into this, okay? And played a part. Take your part, be accountable for it. If you can make amends in the sense, give an apology or not, do that. And if not, that's fine too. Just make amends with yourself. Because sometimes, I know with myself, I tried doing the apology thing, but I really wasn't ready to be in that confrontational space. And I'm still not ready. I still don't want anything to do with that situation. But you can try, but like I said, not everybody is receptive. I did try, and the other person didn't want to hear my side, and they couldn't see past their own nose. And sometimes pissing in the winds isn't worth it, because you get your shoes wet. So don't get your shoes wet, okay? It is imperative that you, like I said, you cut them out. That is imperative. Because it's just going to keep coming back. It's just going to keep coming back. And the more it comes back, the harder it is to deal with. And the more you get in your head, and then the more you beat yourself up. So if you see the vicious cycle on how it goes. Okay? So cut them off. Take your accountability, not guilt, accountability. Okay? Keep yourself busy. Keep yourself going all the time, all the time, all the time. Whether it's with family, whether it's with friends, keep yourself occupied. You know, it's when you're alone or when you have that time where you start thinking, that's not a good place to go. So just keep yourself as occupied as you possibly can. Next, self-care. Now, I don't mean eat right and exercise, even though that is a part of it, but self-care. Whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, whatever it is you need to help you get through this, self-care has to be priority. Because if you don't start caring for yourself, I know with me, I am a caretaker, and to the point I'm codependent. And it took this for me to realize the most important thing I can do for myself is to take care of myself and to focus on me. Although, be it to some people, it seems like I'm selfish. But as I said in a previous video, there is a difference between being selfish and self-preservation. All right. And I believe sometimes we gotta be selfish because that's what's in our best interest. Being selfish isn't always bad. Okay? Another thing, let things go. And for me, that is my biggest struggle. Letting things go. Now, I've let some things go, but I haven't let it all go. But I'm still within my year process. So I know it's going to take time. But it's important that you just let things go. Because it's going to become a poison. And it will eat you up from the inside out. And they're not worth it. They're not worth the bitterness. You know, I always used to say people needed to earn my love. It's an emotion. They need to earn your anger. They need to earn your, you know, every emotion you have, people should earn it. And some people aren't just worth it. They're just not worth the energy. They're not worth the time. And they've made their choices. You've made yours. You know, and sometimes you didn't even make the choice. You got it forced on you. And you still got a choice because you have to choose to accept it. You know, so those are the things that I've seen that have helped me. Also, remember, not everything that ends is a bad thing. If there is one thing I did learn out of this, a year ago, I would have never believed I would have been able to transition. A year ago, I would have never believed that I would be as strong as I am now, as resilient as I am. And through this, through this process, I've been able to fulfill a part of my dream. And sadly, it may have been at the expense of my marriage, but it wasn't at the expense of my life. And something that was so bad ended up being a relief and giving me a sense of freedom and living my life for me. So, with that being said, at this point, would I change it? I don't think so. I don't think I would change anything. Everything went on its course. I'd change maybe a couple things. Didn't have to end so ugly. But I wouldn't change it. It ending and that chapter closing opened a whole new chapter and has left me with an anticipation and an excitement for what the rest of my life is going to be, because now it's finally mine. So not everything that ends is a bad thing. And everything is perspective. It's all on how you look at it. And now I look at such great opportunities that have been coming into my life that I'm so grateful for, that I wouldn't have had before. And that's a relief. So that's pretty much it. Those are the things that have helped me. So hopefully it'll help you. I wish you the best. Peace.